Hey fellow collectors, Big Mo here. Got a double review for you today. 2 Raptors. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so these came in within a week of each other. I wanted both the closed mouth and the open mouth version. The open mouth version I got from Australia. There's a company here called Shigo Toys. I got this piece from there. This is the Prime 1 exclusive that came with the signboard. Only 250 of these were made, and this is number 24. This one I got from Prime 1 Direct. So the closed mouth version, they only made 100, so pretty limited, and obviously it came with the signboard. Now I've got to show you how I received this from FedEx. Okay, so I've just unpacked a Prime 1 delivery. It's the closed mouth Raptor, and FedEx have opened this in quarantine, and this is how it was actually sent to me back. So they've obviously repacked it, and I've just opened the box, and as you can see, the outer sleeve has been totally destroyed. They just shoved the outer sleeve into the side of this cardboard box. Now I'm concerned the piece might be damaged, so I'm going to open it on camera in case there's any damage to the piece. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to look at that. This is how FedEx unpacks and inspects boxes. Apparently instructed by a quarantine, Australia, but still, you don't just destroy packaging. This is a limited edition closed mouth Raptor. Only 100 were made. So resale of this now is going to be obviously impossible. I'm going to take a massive cut if I ever wanted to resell this. So let's open it up and have a look. Check for damage. Okay, so stand seems to be okay. Okay, so far so good. The base seems to be good. That's the Raptor. Also seems to be good. All the claws are intact. Yep, the back claws are good. Okay. All right, the piece itself is good. So it's obviously the packaging is absolutely The outer box is absolutely destroyed. Don't know what I'm going to do about that. But definitely a phone call to FedEx, I think. And see what I can do. Alright, we'll put it together and then we'll have a closer look. So I thought you guys might like a side-by-side comparison of the two. As you know, I'm a big Prime 1 fan, especially the Jurassic Park pieces. I'm trying to get as many as I can. I do love the Velociraptors. Jurassic Park's one of my favourite movies, so you can check out my other Prime 1 reviews on this channel. So let's have a closer look at these two. They are pretty much identical except for the portrait. So we'll start with the open mouth one first. Like I said, they made 250 of these. The bases on the two are pretty much exactly the same. In fact, they are exactly the same. I thought they might have been actually a little bit different, but they're not. They are identical. So, you know, they've stuck with the theme of the underground, you know, underneath the base with the bones, which is really, really nice. Obviously, the name plate there, Jurassic Park. As you can see, some really good details with the subground, like the way the bones are sticking out there. Very much a sort of museum pose they've done with these raptors. The ground looks very good. I like the way you've sort of got your foliage, which some sticks out of the ground, some you know look like they've been stood on. If you look at this leaf here, you can see it's sort of part of the footprint of the raptor. So that's pretty clever. I like the way they've done that. It looks very, very realistic. If we look at the sort of stump here, you can see some nice sort of foliage, bit of moss on the stump. I really like the detail, and you can see like a bit of foliage is sort of starting to grow from the top of the stump there again. So really, really nice. Good work from Prime 1 on the bases of these Jurassic Park, Jurassic World statues. So we'll start at the bottom. Obviously, you've got the claw up in the air, very sort of trademark of the raptor. I love the way that's tapping in the kitchen and that kitchen scene. So it's funny, the bit of the sort of from the ground up, his sort of feet are definitely got a bit of a shine to it, like a moisture effect. And then as you sort of work your way up, the moisture effect sort of disappears. So I like that, because obviously the ground is moist. So some really nice colouring on the raptor itself, very brown, totally different to blue. See, blue sort of doesn't have this sort of brown, brown finish. It's obviously more of a sort of greyish blue. But you can see the texturing, you can see the spots, see the wrinkles in his skin. Did a really, really good job. And then we'll go to his portrait here. So nice job with the portrait. A nice gloss to the eye. I really like that. Again, a little bit of moisture in the face, which is good. The tongue is just a little bit elevated in there. And of course the teeth, I counted all the teeth, are all there, thank goodness. None are broken off. But yeah, very nice. I like this open mouth version. What attracted me to the closed mouth version is obviously how rare it is. They only made 100 of this piece, so I do like to sort of collect rare pieces. And of course, being a massive Jurassic Park fan, it was hard to resist anyway. Again, pretty much like it's identical base. The body and the tail looks to me to be pretty much the same. When I compare the sort of paint and the finish, it looks pretty much identical with the body, even sort of right down to the spots and the dots. You know, I was looking pretty hard to see if I could sort of see if there's any difference in the sculpt, but it's pretty close. I think the dots in the tail here are a little bit different here compared to the open mouth version. Obviously, these would be all hand painted, so there is sort of slight variations between the two, but very, very close. Even the position of the hands look to be the same as well. But let's have a look at the portrait. So obviously the difference, closed mouth. I like this portrait. This reminds me of the scene where chaos is all happening around the raptor sort of towards the end of the movie, and there's a scene where his mouth is closed and he's sort of looking left, looking right, and sort of this portrait reminds me of that scene. So there's not a lot of sort of raptor statues out there that don't show the teeth. Obviously, you know, people want to see the teeth of the raptor. So I like the closed mouth version. I'm glad I've got it. It's a little bit different to all the other open mouth versions out there that have been produced. So I'll just come back again so you can sort of compare the two. There we go. So I've got two signboards with these, which is fine. I love the signboards. So the signboards obviously come with the exclusive edition. So they've just announced a Attack Raptor as well. That went up for pre-order, I think about 2 months ago. So I've got that on pre-order because I want to try to have all three. So that'll look nice with the set. That's still about a year away. But the Attack version looks pretty spectacular, to be honest. So there you go. They're my Prime 1 Raptors. Pity that the closed mouth version's box was absolutely destroyed, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. I'll put in a complaint with FedEx, so we'll wait to hear back and see what happens. But I hope you like this review. I've got a lot more reviews coming, a lot more Jurassic Park pieces coming in 2022. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll see you next year.